Hi guys,
Hello, people.
I'm Milena.
I'm Lola.
And we're watching the last episode of season 1 of Frieren.
It's the last Frieren Friday. We have our shirts. We have socks as well. I have the same one, so I'm not gonna show you mine. But believe me, I can't speak about it. I don't want to think about it. I choose to ignore the fact that we're watching the last episode and losing the most healing show for us.
Yeah, honestly, I somehow don't have any feeling that like we're watching the last episode. I have a feeling like that this thing coming to an end, like it creeped up on us. I don't know if that's the right word to use in this moment, but like somehow we were right in the like never crossed my mind that we were gonna soon finish it off. Like somebody said like, oh, what show are you watching? And I'm like, why next? What are you talking about? Like when we come to, let's not even talk about it yet, you know? And like then all of a sudden like episode 24 came up, 25 came up, and like, you know, you're finishing the first season, you know? And
I think also like we just savored every episode, you know what I mean? Like we really watched it once a week.
Yeah, really
was it
much.
like maybe there was one time we watched 2 episodes, maybe just because we had to refilm. I think maybe just because we had to refilm it, so like we watched 2 episodes at once. But like otherwise, we always watched this once a week, and somehow for only this show that was enough.
No, and honestly, I enjoyed it that way, and I enjoyed every single episode. Like I just didn't think about it ending at any point. Again, all of a sudden, like we're on its last episode, and like
we're at the end.
We're gonna have to wait. Again, I'm happy with the show. Like I'm happy that like we
That's
watched.
True.
I wanted to say that like I'm very happy that like we watched season 1 now. I think that was the best possible decision to do. Like because like I remember at that point like I think I was like, okay, we're gonna put it on the poll because like too many people are asking for it for us not to put it on the poll, you know.
Yeah.
But like I knew that like I wasn't that much up for it just because again it had 28 episodes. It just came out the first season. Like I don't know.
We're gonna have to wait.
Like we're gonna have to wait. Like I understand that like it's good, but like wouldn't it be better if like we had another 28 episodes and just like put it twice a week or something, you know? And because like usually I honestly that's something that like I usually think like we're gonna watch a bit later, you know?
Yeah.
But like of all the shows in my life, this is the best show to watch season by season, and to
week by week.
Yes, and like when it comes out,
this
like,
is not a binging
like
show.
I wanna now be wait and be excited for season 2. Like I cannot wait for it to come. Literally. And like just like for Vinland as well, like I cannot wait for season 3 to come. Like I am happy that like I'm gonna have this time to either rewatch, to process again everything that like we have seen. Like we had time to fully enjoy it.
Yeah, somehow. Like I think it's one of those shows, and this is I think rare, where like it's really not for binging. I think you should sit with every episode and like sit with what it wants to tell you. You know,
and
just like
enjoy it to the fullest.
Just like think through these emotions, and then like next week you watch something new. You know, where you have to again reassess the emotions that come with it. It's a perfect show for that. It really took me by surprise how much we ended up loving it for this to like compete with our favorite shows of all time and be very fucking high up. Like I have no more words of praise that I can give this show that we haven't said already. I feel very sad about the fact that like we're not gonna have it every week, but I'm filled with love to watch how this season ends.
That's what I've been constantly saying. Like, I cannot be even mad. Like, this show was pure joy. Like, I'm happy that I have experienced it.
Yeah.
Like, I cannot even be sad that, like, we're just gonna have to wait as everybody else and, like, be so excited when it comes back.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's gonna be perfect again.
I'm
100% positive that like it's gonna be perfect again.
Doubts.
Somehow with this show again, you cannot watch it with like, let's say, depressing eyes, you know, like you cannot say, oh, yes, I am sad, but like at the same time, like I'm just looking at everything positively with this show, and I'm like, okay, great, we're gonna have great season 2, and I can't wait for it to come. Honestly,
I agree. I mean, I could talk about everything that we expect in this episode, but I just want to play it. And I'm sure they're going to give me all the answers I need for the end of this season. And
even if they
happy.
don't,
I don't care.
Next season,
I'm sure they're going to give me whatever it is that I'm going to be very happy about.
Like, give me just like the 3 of them sitting around. That was my
Talking?
favorite episode. You know
What
I mean?
else do I need?
Like, or like Fern and Stark flirting. They haven't for a while.
Fan still technically needs to ask for a wish.
Yes.
It would be nice to give Frieren a mimic that actually has something inside. You know what I mean? I feel like that should be a
But like
wish.
technically she's gonna have a wish that's gonna be like a magic. It's gonna be something dumb or something useful for a day-to-day basis.
Yeah.
Or like, I don't know, something interesting. It's gonna be fun.
I
Whatever
know
it
it's
is.
just gonna be
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, I think
Whatever
so,
it
yeah.
is, it's just gonna feel right. Okay, guys, well, last time, Freedom Friday. Let's do it.
The best of days.
I need to know if Denken passed.
I think we're gonna maybe find out.
私はフリーレン様の弟子です。合格だ。宮廷魔法使いのデンケン。お前のことはよく知っている。正直、お前が若い頃に見た
Oh.
血の気と野心に満ち溢れた若かりしく
She really cannot handle humans
Yeah.
aging.
Yeah.
私は燃えかすには興味はない。そう思っていたのだがな。
今は違うのか。
お前、私を見たとき、どう戦うか考えただろ
ほんの一瞬だけだ。すぐに諦めた。
With fists.
う。合格だ。
Oh.
まだ問題いる普通は戦うだなんて発想は湧かない。次。合格だ。まだ何も話していないのね。会話が必要だ。
She's so fascinating.
お前、ふざけるなよ。試験会場に一度も来ないバカがどこにいる。生身の僕
Oh.
じゃなきゃ不参加で。この試験期間中、本体は故郷の村から出ていないな。今はのんびりティータイムか。驚いた。ユーベルにもバレなかったのに。
I feel like they should.
実にいい度胸だ。合格。次。北部魔法隊隊長の
Pass him.
私を一目見て勝てない相手
Oh, then you're gonna fail him.
だがそれは恐怖による
I
Oh,
know, I honestly
okay,
feel
then
like
it's just
everybody's
like-
gonna pass now.
勝負をするバカは二級魔法使いにすらなれねえだろ。
好きな魔法を教えろ。
魔法ってのは殺しの道具だ。好きも嫌いもあるか。
合格。次。
I knew she's gonna like this. You. It's
Me?
you.
Do I pass?
お前。私
I wanna hug you.
I wanna hug you.
This is me. This is me.
私の受験者をどうなっている。合格だ。すまなかったな。確かに今年は法則だ。
Sounds like
落ち
she.
ちゃった。ついがあるさ。もうついてくるなよ。
I need a spin off.
フリーレン様、わかりまし
Aww.
た。
I can't even drink this coffee.
よくやった。
フリーレン。ここまで来れたのはお前たちのおかげだ。これで故郷に墓参りに行ける。
なあ、フェルン。
This is gonna be cute. Oh, from the spell? Oh no.
No, what do you want? You have to decide for her.
これにしましょう。これ。
I love that he adopted her. I love that she's like his granddaughter. Aw, how nice.
遠慮せず食べなさい。
Aww.
若い頃は甘いものなんてめったに食べられなかった。
ありがとうございます。
若造も食べろ。
ああ。誰なの？
宮廷魔法使いのデンケン様です。
お貴族様じゃねえか。タメ口叩いてすみませんでした。
My sweet boy.
構わん。
でも無関係な俺までご馳走してもらうのは。
どうせ金の使い道などない。
ないってことはないでしょ。
わしには子も孫もおらん。わしが20半ばの時に妻に先立たれた。もともと体が弱かった。戦争に敗れた北部高原の辺境貴族の令嬢でな。あの頃のわしには富も権力も必要だった。それしか救う手立てをわしは知らんかった。ゼーリエが特権を掲げて大陸魔法協会を樹立したのは妻が亡くなってほどなくしてからだ。あれほどの無力感はない。本当に皮肉なものだ。今ではわしは国ですら動かせるというのに、わしにとって魔法は清掃の道具でしかなかった。フリーレンに伝えてくれんか。魔法が楽しいものだったと。
The most
I can't see
beautiful.
the screen.
勇者一行のフリーレンに憧れて魔法使いになったんだ。
Aww.
自分で伝えてください。きっとフリーレン様も喜びますよ。
そうだな。そうしよう。
This is so beautiful. So fucking beautiful. I can't.
I can't.
さすがは魔法都市オイサースト。
My sweet
同
girl.
書がいっぱい変えた。
おいババア、このカゴに入れればいいの。あれを無視はねえだろ。
私だって少し
少しだけか。
I love Irbel.
意外なもんだね。勇者ヒンメルの仲間なら。
ヒンメルの仲間なら何？私の方こそ意外だったかな。第一次試験でフェルンたちを殺そうとしたんでしょ。フェルン愚痴ってたよ。
単なる脅しだよ。まあ一人殺しておいた方が世のためになりそうなやつがいたけどな。でもな、それと関係ない場所でも困っているやつがいたらなるべく手を差し伸べるようにしているぞ。
どうして？
俺の故郷は北の辺境でな。勇者ヒンメルの器はいくらでも残っている。宣教の塔の攻略、七宝剣、不死なるベーゼや皇国竜との戦い。
I can't survive this.
ガキの頃ってね、そんな冒険探が大好きだった。でも村のジジババどもはそんな話めったにしやがらねえ。やれ村を襲った魔物を退治しただの、やれ商人の護衛をしただの。ひどいもんだと単なる荷物運びまであった。全然大したことつまんない話だ。そうなんだよ。なのに村のジジババは心底嬉しそうに口を揃えてそんな話をする。勇者ヒンメルが死んで魔族の残党が暴れ始めるからよくわかったよ。確かに魔王さ、俺の村には関係ねえわな。みんな日々の生活を守るので手一杯だ。きっと勇者ヒンメルが俺の村に来なかったら世界が平和になってもそこに俺の村はなかったんだろうな。
そう、何が言いたいの？
俺をここまで連れてきたのは勇者ヒンメルのくだらない冒険探だ。少し長話は過ぎたな。結局あいつらと一緒に帰ることになっちまった。フリーレン、出会いは大切なもの。根性の別れってのは何も死別だけじゃない。100のしましょう。
フリーレン、
Oh
魔
god.
法で向こうまで順番に運んだりはできないのですか？ヒメル、俺たちは一刻も早く魔王を倒さねばな。こんな小さな人助けに何の意味が？
確かに小さな人だけど、きっとこんなことをしたって世界は変わらない。でも僕は目の前で困っている人を見捨てるつもりはないよ。
大丈夫だよ。 よヒンメル。世界はちゃんと変わっている。今夜特権の授与があるのですが、同伴者がいてもいいそうです。
I can't watch this episode. I forgot. Why do we bring tissues?
すごく嫌そうな顔して
Let her sleep.
同伴者ありって聞いていたんですけど、申し訳ありません。ゼリー今後1000年は大陸魔法協会の施設には立ち入らないようにと。
I love the pettiness.
ゼリーへの機嫌を損ねてしまったから、まあ私も来たくて来たわけじゃないし、外で待っているね。
You two have a date.
俺も外で待ってるよ。
I feel so unwell.
一級魔法使い。この世界で50人もいない魔法使いの頂点か。フェルンも立派になったね。この時代ではきっとフェルンの方が有名な魔法使いになるんだろうね。
フリーレン。
嬉しいね。
そうだな。
フリーレン様、
Oh.
一級魔法使いのレルメンです。ゼイリエ様の弟子の一人です。
Hiding her mana.
ゼイリエ様がご迷惑をおかけしたようで。
とんでもない手だれだ。平和な時代には似つかわしくないね。
そうですね。私は戦いしか知らない時代遅れの魔法使いです。魔王軍との戦火の時代に生まれていれば、名だたる英雄たちと共に歴史にその名を残したであろうと。ゼイリエ様の弟子の中で歴史に名を残したのは、もはやおとぎ話となった大魔法使いフランメンのみ。私が老いて死ねば、あの方が生きた証がまた一つ消えることになります。私はあの方を未来で一人孤独にさせたくないのです。たとえそれが伝説の魔法使いフリーレン様を討ち取ったという悪名であろうとも。
Ah. This took a fucking turn. Literally. Excuse me? Excuse me? I thought how nice.
Yes.
He just wants her to
手
not
合
be.
わせはしないよ。
My sweet boy,
時間の無駄だ。
move.
歴史に名を残す必要なんてないよ。
Series won't forget.
ゼーリエはちゃんと覚えている。最後に一つね。この花畑、魔法で作られたものだ。それがどうした？先生が好きだった魔法だ。正直フランメンは失敗作だった。あれほどの才を持ちながら私ほどの高みへはたどり着けなかった。その後もたくさんの弟子を取ったよ。どれも私の足元にも及ばないままほとんどが好きだった。だが不思議なものだ。気まぐれで取ったはずの弟子なのに一人一人の性格も好きな魔法も鮮明に思い出せる。フリーレン、なぜか私は弟子を取って後悔したことが一度もないんだ。たとえ歴史にその名を残せずとも。
I can't read.
自分の弟子にすら素直に気持ちを伝えられないんだ。本当に子供みたいな人だよ。フリーレン様、
My sweet girl.
特権の授与が終わりました。
本当に不器用な人だ。あなたも私も。
シュタルク、今日は何して遊べ？
悪いな。兄ちゃん今日は遊べないんだ。
シュタルク、朝飯
Oh, he played with them every day.
シュタルク、これ飲んでおいしいよ。
That's our Himmel, the hero.
この道は深く険しい。達者でな。
あ
My sweetest boy.
これでオイサウストとのお別れだね。奥様はどこに行っても慕われています。
Well,
Of
how could
course they
you not?
do.
ところでフェルン、昨日はどんな魔法を
I can't do it.
わかりませんか？服が綺麗になっている。
Cleaning clothes.
Or like a haircut.
No, no.
服の汚れをきれいさっぱり落とす魔法です。これで洗濯が楽になります。さすがは生けるの動物エリーだね。でかしたフェルン。それでこそ私の弟子。
Oh.
当然です、フリーレン様。セーリン様はすごく癒される顔をしていましたけどね。
正気かお前。
だろうね。いい気味だ。私たちは不合格だったけれども、3年後また頑張ることにするよ。
Now they're gonna start fighting.
よかった。
Well, that was...
楽しかったよ。元気でね。じゃあまたね。またね。ザイン様の時もそうでしたけど、随分あっさり別れますね。
クラフトの時もだ。
ヒンメルってさ、すごくあっさり人と別れるよね。
変かな。
まあらしくないとは思うな。
でも旅を続けている以上また会うことだってある。涙の別れなんて僕たちには似合わないだってまた会った時に恥ずかしいからね。
また会った時に恥ずかしいからね。何ですか？
I can't. I feel bad. Well, I'm gonna go get tissues.
We took a break.
And I don't think it was enough. And like, I feel like a 2-hour break should have been.
Unfortunately, we don't have time to make a 2-hour break.
We pushed it as far as we can.
No,
Milena's
we pushed it
brother
more
is
than
visiting.
Yeah.
Like, she needs to go be with him. And here we are. Like, if we start filming now, I'm gonna continue crying. I can't do it. And I'm still gonna continue crying. It's just like, now we have to. I literally... No words. That's my point.
I mean,
no
this
words.
is exactly the last episode that I expected of Frieren.
Yeah.
Like that I expected this show is gonna make. Like it's gonna tie everything together. I cannot believe I'm not gonna say mocked, but like mocked of the last title, and it was about our
like,
boy Himmel. Of course it was.
See, the thing is, when they spoke it in a sentence, now when I know the context behind it, now when I read it, I don't understand why it didn't sound grammatically correct, because now it sounds perfectly grammatically correct. It's just like I guess without context, and how I learned English is in context, I think. Now it makes perfect sense.
Yes, because I feel like when we read it like this is a standalone sentence. And now when you understand why he said it, like in the way how he said it, you know, it makes sense, of course. Makes perfect sense.
Yeah. This was the most beautiful wrapping up of the most beautiful show.
I mean, about the season.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Season.
I'm so sorry. There's more to go, thank God. But like, this,
No, honestly,
do you understand this? Like,
no,
this is
honestly, this was Frieren episode. Like, that's just it, in my opinion. That's like enough to describe it. This had everything that Frieren has. This episode is the reason why I love it so much.
Yeah. I feel like very good about the world again when this is the most highly rated show of all time, animated. Considering how much like this is the peaceful era, you know, and like,
and I never want to get out of this peaceful era.
No, but like again, I don't even know where to go. I don't even know where to start. But like somehow I'm gonna start with Virbil talking about like Himmel and the stories that he heard when he was a kid, and how like he was confused because like all those little things or whatever seemed to him like, let's say, unimportant. Not unimportant, but like it wasn't some like grandiose thing, you know. It was more of like little things that were done by Himmel and the rest of the group. And I think that's like the perfect analogy for this show, because like we know that they went on this journey to defeat the Demon King. I don't even know what it looks like. Who the fuck is the Demon King? How did that battle go? I know like legitimately nothing about it. And we had so many flashbacks where like the only thing that you see is like how they have affected each other and what they have learned from each other, because like that is that is the most important part of it all. It wasn't about the Demon King and how they have like defeated him
and how he was the hero, or how
I don't even know if we're ever gonna see that bit, you know, because like
I honestly never expected it.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
like in
like,
the context of like what was actually important on their journey, traveling with each other, them defeating the Demon King, like that battle, what is that gonna bring to us? Nothing.
Yeah, but like honestly, I really love that sentence, even just like because like it made perfect sense. Like he was a child, and in that moment, like you just glorified like big things, battle this, battle that. You know, you don't understand important of like small things, regular life.
Yeah.
Until maybe you lost something. Until maybe like he
when
lost.
The demons came back again.
Exactly. And he saw that like everything changed.
Yeah.
You know? And then in that moment he understood how important those little things of the regular life were.
Yeah.
Like that was, I feel like every single one of us goes through something like that.
Yeah.
Like either when like one period of your time passes, like when you finish college, or when you do this, or when you know, like you don't appreciate, like it doesn't have to be something as demon coming to your town, or like somebody you love dying. Like it doesn't have to be that grandiose, you know. Like it can be just like something changing, and you realize like how important that part, or the small things that like you two, that you like you share together at that point were.
Yeah, like I think it comes like we have talked about this. Like I can, for example, like, and this seems unimportant, but like the stories that I enjoyed when I was like, let's say, younger, I think had a lot more
tragedies.
Yeah, tragedies and like action and like end of the world and whatever. Like it was mostly geared towards that, and like my 20-year-old self, 28-year-old self, watching this now, and like my 18-year-old self watching this, this would not have at all the same impact. And like I noticed that in the characters that I gravitate towards more now, like when I'm older, and like when you just like go through things and you see the world and you see like what really is important, and like how much tragedy there is, and so like you appreciate these things so much more, which is like why I really think Frieren is for adults. Frieren is to heal your heart after it's been through things, you know, after like you have seen things.
Yeah, just because I don't think you would necessarily understand, or like some things, even if you understood them, like wouldn't affect you, because like maybe you didn't go through some of them, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know, but like I completely agree with you, because like I remember you saying that at one point, and like when you say it for a second I was confused, and then when you explained to what you meant by it, like I completely agreed, you know. Just because like you have even in our channel basically how much shows that like we watch and enjoy at this point have changed, and how much characters that like are our favorites have changed.
Yeah, like the characters that we gravitate towards. Like I cannot explain to you how much I gravitate towards the characters that just try to preserve their goodness in spite of like the world around them crumbling. Like I can say that with Armin in Attack on Titan. Like I cherish that fucking boy for like just trying to remain, trying to preserve his humanity the best he could, just because like some things are the right things to do, you know. And like maybe when I was younger I wouldn't have appreciated his character, which is like why I always like wanted to argue with people who were like, oh, well, that character is boring, you know, because like they don't do the like grandiose things, like they are not gonna start fighting and having these like badass scenes, you know, they're gonna try to work things out the peaceful way, you know, and so like as I grow older, those characters are the one that I like appreciate so much more.
And basically this show is just that.
That's just
like
that.
from every scene to scene, it's just that pure peace.
Yeah. And so like it makes sense that this is gonna jump into, without us even seeing, I don't even know if we've seen the half of it. I don't think we did. This is the fourth. The manga is still going, so God knows what we have seen from this show. But like the impact of it was so strong.
No,
that,
that's like if I never see the second
I-
season, still one of my favorite shows. Like I don't
all
need
time.
it. Exactly. So like,
No, I don't need, like, literally need any more confirmation for
exactly
this to be,
that, yeah.
for this to like go in top
I
of
completely
all time.
I completely agree. Just like everything that we get is a plus. You know what I mean?
Literally.
Like I think at episode 15 this show became that.
Yeah.
Like when you understood completely what is about.
Like again, it's such a human story. Like there are so many sentences in this show that like just like take my breath away in a second, and like I'm gonna think about it. Like for example, in this episode, like it really hit me when when Virbel was talking to Frieren, like when he said, you should cherish your companions and death isn't the only goodbye. Somehow like that, like such a simple fucking line, but like that really hit me, because like I'm thinking the amount of people that like you don't realize that you're never gonna see again when you see them, even if they don't die. Like when we finished middle school or high school, you know, it's been years after that, and like I saw these people for like 8 straight years. I said goodbye, and like I have not seen them since. Like they're not dead, they're alive, but like that was in a way goodbye. Like you're never gonna know this person again. Like you're never gonna spend the amount of time that you spent with them.
And even again, just like watching this, even that time that like you have spent, you just like end up wishing that like you have been more there.
Yeah.
Like that you've been more aware of everything.
Yeah.
You know?
It's like you appreciated that time that you spent there. But I think it's very hard to do.
It's very
when
hard
you're in that moment.
Yeah.
And like that's what
But
the
like,
show tries to teach you, just like to appreciate it while you still have it.
Like I think it does.
It's really...
I honestly don't think I have appreciated more the time, like the life that I have been living.
Yeah.
Past, let's say, a year. You know, like since I don't know how to say it, but like I feel like I have started to appreciate every day more and more.
No, like this show is like actively making me.
That's what I want to say.
Like change my like real self.
Because like,
like
we say that like shows affect us, and it does. Like you watch a newsroom, let's say, and it affects your views on some things in politics, let's say, or like you watch
The Wire, like
The Wire. Oh god, let me not even start with The Wire.
Literally.
You know what I mean? But like you just like watch some shows that like affect you and change you fundamentally, and like change your opinions, and like you see different cultures, different everything, and like that is why I love TV shows. Love to see other stories.
Yeah.
But like with it, like I have like none other show have changed me in a way that like made me appreciate life more, made me take lessons that I learned from it into the real life, that I think about those things in my day-to-day. You know. And that really does always happens with like the most happens with this show.
Literally, like that line is now gonna just like be seared into my mind. Because like even like some people that you meet for like a week, that you go on a journey with, like you're never gonna get that time back. Like it's gonna be precious, and it's gonna end, and like you might never see that person again. And so like just appreciate while you have it. It seems like such a simple thing that like you know that growing up, oh, you should appreciate the time that you have with the people that you have. Like you know that, but it doesn't really compute in your mind always. Like it doesn't really compute like how important it is. And somehow this show just makes everything hit.
I agree.
And so like that was one of the things that like I felt so unwell about. One of the lines. And to just like continue about Firebell, he maybe is my favorite of this arc. I don't know, like I think we have him really minimally, but like the backstory that we got of him, and the wars that he has had to partake in, and that he like has seen kids on a battlefield that he has had to fight.
Kill them, yeah.
Yeah, like the amount of like unspeakable things that he has gone through, for him now here to like still try to preserve his humanity and like help this grandma like pick up these oranges like from the ground and like take care of his group, still having that will and that humanity in him after seeing so much horror, to me is something incredible. And I just really appreciate him as a character. From what little we have gathered about him, like he really left such a strong impact on me.
I agree. I completely agree. I do believe that like we're gonna see him again. I mean maybe not. It's just that like I have a feeling like we had that really good backstory of his, and I feel like his character can bring so much to the show. Honestly, like let's say I don't need to see some of other characters. Like even though I really honestly loved every single character in this arc, I am really surprised how they made that happen. Like that, like I am interested in every single one of them.
Yeah.
But with him somehow, I had the feeling like I been left wanting more. I have the similar feeling of wanting more with the Jubel and Land. It's just that like with them I would want a spin-off. I somehow don't see them that much connected to our three characters.
Yeah, legitimately, if they want to spin off, my God.
That's what I want to say. Like, somehow I can't, right now, at this point, again, writers can surprise me as always. But, like, I can't somehow see where we see them and how we see them and how we find out what's happening, and
Yeah,
but, like, with Virbel, I have a feeling our paths can collide again. Can cross.
I love it.
And I think that could definitely happen, because I think we're gonna meet some of them characters, like maybe even the two girls, just because like
from time to time.
Like I don't think we're gonna see every single, but like at one point we can have like, some of them.
In one of the towns we bump into one of them.
Yeah. I feel like girls, just because like they are nice and like had this nice relationship, friendship with, it can be just like an important episode. We don't need to see such a big progression with them. We don't have to,
of course.
But like with Verbal, I feel like that could be an arc in the future. I mean,
it could be.
Where our paths can cross. We can have some similar things that like at that point we want,
And I
like
would love that. I just don't know if that's going to be the thing, because like he's the one that spoke the line of like, death is not the only goodbye.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know if that means like I'm off. Bye.
I understand, but yes, potentially. But also at the same time, this episode was full of the goodbyes.
Yeah.
Honestly. And I am pretty confident we're not going to see most of them again.
Yeah.
So technically that sentence does work perfectly with this episode.
Yeah.
Because again, I don't need to see, like, I feel like with Denken's story. With Denken's story, I know it all.
Yeah.
Like I know it perfectly. I really don't need to seek him. Like I am very satisfied with, like I'm not left wanting more. I'm very satisfied. I know what he's been doing in his life. I know how he has lived, and I know where he is going. And he became the first class mage, so like he can go and visit his wife's grave.
Yeah.
And that is the most beautiful thing.
Yeah.
But like I don't need to have our characters cross paths with him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. And he was like also one of my favorites in this arc. Like when they said that his wife died when like he was in his 20s, And like you see that,
30s, yeah.
I think they said 20s. I mean, it doesn't matter. Still like very young. That like he has lost her then, and like he still carries all that love with him, like to the point where he is ready to fucking fight. Using his bare hands, I'm sure. Zeris. Like he is ready to fight so he would be able to get to just to visit his wife's grave. Like that amount of love is just beautiful.
No,
and like
really.
again with him, I love that also he is a type of character that has seen so much death and destruction, and now he is like using all his money to like feed the kids, just like buy them nice things, just like to have. He said like he never had candy when he was growing up, so like he is buying them candy. Like I just think there's something so beautiful to me about wanting the new generations to live a better life than you have led, and that's like what everyone should aspire to do. And I thought it was so beautiful that like he was, because like we see Virbel, who was affected by Himmel and the stories of Himmel the hero, and Denken in turn was affected by Frieren and by the way that she used her magic.
Yeah.
Like again, that knowledge about how the group of heroes how they're like these little small things they have done have had like butterfly effect in the future for all the people. Like that is my most beautiful thing, because like when Himmel was talking about like why he does these things that he does that are like small and seem unimportant, and he doesn't think anyone is it's not gonna change the world, like him just being kind and doing this isn't gonna change the world, and yet it changed everything.
Yeah.
It changed everything. It changed the generations that are coming up.
It changed people's lives, which is also, again, the most important part when you see that, like, it is enough. It is changing the world if you affect one person.
Yeah.
No, honestly, I completely agree. I think Denken's story was my favorite one, honestly. I just feel like I really sympathize with every single part. Yeah. Like, losing his wife at such a young age, and we know that like he crossed Earth just so he can talk to her again.
Yeah.
Like, but like not in heaven, like just on her grave.
Yeah.
Like that is very heartbreaking to me, honestly. Just thinking about it, it's like I can break down.
Yeah.
And like you said, I just think the fact when he said like I didn't have it much, like that also like candy, that like also broke me again. That also reminded me of my grandma, because like I remember, you have no idea how, like when she was alive, how much sweets she loved, and my mom bought her something sweet every single day because she didn't have it when she was young. So like even that was very emotional and sad in my opinion. But like also like you said, like I feel like with the fact that like Frieren affected him so much. He said she affected him, she brought back, he started appreciate just like beauty in magic.
Yeah.
Like that is just like for something to enjoy, for little things, to use it for just like simple things. That was the most beautiful part for me, again, because he is older.
Yeah.
So like time has passed.
Yeah, he's
like,
been through things.
He maybe did not. That's just like this show.
Yeah.
Like when you are a kid, maybe you would not appreciate this. You would not appreciate the time you spent with some people. You would find your parents annoying at some point,
Yeah.
But like time has passed, and now he understands it, and now he used his magic for fighting.
Yeah.
And didn't see beauty in it in any other way.
Yeah.
Just like power. But like now he understands how beautiful it is.
Yeah.
And so like that's somehow so perfect in my opinion.
No, like there is, like just pick out any character, tell you the whole arc and say how beautiful it was.
I agree.
Like there is legitimately not enough words for any of this. Like not like, I think even like Zeri's student, whatever his name is, like when he attacked Frieren, like it was shocking first. Like when he just started attacking her, I was like, what the fuck is happening right now? But like even that was done as an act of love towards like Zeria, and like him wanting like his teacher to be proud, like give her something, because like the way that she presents herself as cold, but like he didn't need to do anything for her to remember. And I thought it was so beautiful that like Frieren told that to him, but like that she also noticed that, you know, because like we talk about Frieren not necessarily understanding human emotions or whatever, but just like
I have never seen a person who understands human emotions.
Literally,
more.
like, what do we mean?
Stop fucking kidding me.
Legitimately, like, she read through her so easily.
She
just by the
reads
fact
to
that,
everybody.
like, this is, like, literally, like, here it is, the field of flowers. Like, she noticed that it's, like, that it was just made because of Flamme. And, I mean, then, like, Zeria did admit that she never regretted taking any of the students. Like, she really feels a lot of pain, I think, because, like, human lives are so short, and, like, there is the potential, you know, is limited because, like, they're gonna live such short lives. But, like, it just, that really pains her. And, like, that's why she speaks the way that she speaks. Like, oh, it's useless to take them because, like, she's going through all this pain to just, like, lose them and go through it again. But, like, she still goes through it again.
And she never regretted it. That's what she said. Honestly, I'm so happy with what they did with Zeria this episode. Like, I didn't expect this much. Honestly, she became one of my favorite characters so fast. Yes, like, if you are talking about favorites of this arc, technically then she would be my favorite of this arc, just because she's one of my favorites of the whole show. I really loved what they did and the confirmation that we got and how much it affects her, how much her student, like when Frieren says don't worry, Zeria will not forget, because she knows that Zeria remembers everything.
Yeah.
That was so beautiful to me, honestly.
Yeah. And I think like when
and
she
we know
said
that,
it,
like,
I feel like she says it about, yes, but I feel like when like Frieren says it, like she says it because like Frieren also knows that she's not gonna forget.
Yeah.
Like when it comes to Himmel and the rest of them, like she's gonna carry that with her, so like she knows.
They just carry it in maybe different ways, because they're different.
Yeah, they're different
like,
people, but at the end of the day,
Frieren read right through her, you know.
Like that's what do I do with this information? Frieren just continues to be affected by Himmel and every fucking in day to day, and the way that she is, the way that she moves, like even her saying goodbye. See, this is I knew this was gonna come. I can't speak about this. Like in the way that he says goodbye, like he doesn't, because like he wants to continue this journey and traveling, and like he thinks he's gonna meet all these people again. Plus, it would be embarrassing when they met again if they started crying. I think in context of like the first 4 episodes, it's just like we need to watch and I think die. And like seeing how like Frieren was when she came to like see him, and like how there was no tears at that, you know, like there was no goodbyes, there was nothing there. But like there was tears when she was at the cemetery. And I think like the image that we saw of him, like when he turned around, when he said that line, I think that is the same image that we see of him when she remembers him. Like I remember that, like when we were seeing that image of him, like I remember that image, I don't know from when. So like we have seen that image from somewhere. I just don't know when we saw it. The fact that the after credit scene was her saying that like it would be embarrassing when they met again, knowing that like she is on the journey to having to see him again. Like she had that small smile of like hope that she's gonna see him again. And like whether she is gonna or not, I can't tell you that. I literally do not know this. If she doesn't, the journey she took still like was so important, and like gave her so much more appreciation for everything. So like she doesn't need to see his ghost or like whatever the fuck he's like afterlife for that to be important. So like I'm so uncertain about what the show is gonna do. But, like, I just know I'm gonna die, whatever it is. Like, I honestly have no idea. I don't know what they're gonna do there.
At the same time, I still think that, like, with the point that the show wants to say, we don't need to see him.
I agree.
She doesn't need to see him. I just think maybe if any show would give Frieren to see him, that would be their show. But we don't need to. With everything that, like, we know about the show, she really doesn't need to.
I agree. So that's why I don't know where we're gonna go with that.
Like it is a possibility. honestly, I'm not like you just said it. That's not even the thing that like I'm thinking about. I don't know how to explain
About the journey, not the
Yeah,
destination.
that's what I want to say. Like, honestly, while watching this, the whole season, like I forget where we're going. Honestly, like I in my mind know that we are repeating those 10 years for her to relive it, but like also to live it with these two humans, you know? We're watching what she learned and what she took from everything from her life before and Himmel and the crew. But honestly, it never even crossed my mind. Like now, when you said it, like first time crossing my mind that here she's gonna potentially we're going to heaven to speak to him. Like those things that don't even cross my mind. I'm not thinking. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand completely.
Just like because like it's not what the show is about. But then when you said it, I started thinking like if any show would give something like that, this show would technically maybe give.
Yeah, I literally don't know. I mean, again, I don't care in a way because like I think it's gonna be
We really don't
beautiful. So like
really
whatever it does, like I think it's gonna be done beautifully. I just don't know what it is.
I agree.
And Frieren asked for a spell to wash clothes. Like I'm gonna start crying again. It's like she was like, "That's my student."
No, that's
And like fucking Zeria was shocked.
Everything.
She's
was
like, I cannot
adorable.
believe this.
She was like, I cannot believe this.
And did she say, "Are you insane?"
I loved her reaction, and I knew that was gonna be Zaria's reaction to something like that because you have such an opportunity to get
Like
everything
I want to know what
you
everyone
want.
else asked for.
Exactly, you have such an opportunity to learn something, you know. And she wanted to learn how to clean her, to have always
And honestly,
clean
fucking
clothes.
useful. I would use that spell.
I honestly.
But like she was so proud. Like when she came,
Can
like
you
that's
see
what
it?
I'm-
Do you
like
see it?
she was so proud.
I knew it that she's gonna do something like this. I really knew it that she's gonna.
Of course, it was gonna be just
Like-
something dumb.
Like I was
Not dumb,
No,
but just like
it is dumb.
a regular thing.
Yes.
Like a data that's gonna make your day to day easier.
Exactly, because like the beauty about learning new spells is the journey. You get to not learn them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And spend with these people.
Yeah.
That's the beauty. That's what she learned from Frieren.
And the amount of things that we have learned from Frieren, like there's no words. I remember, like when we started the show and watched like the first 4 episodes, there were many comments of people like saying, I think there was like an attack, like a knife attack somewhere. I forgot which country it is. But like that someone stopped this attack. And when they asked like, oh, how are you so brave to like be able to do that? It was like, what's what Himmel the Hero would have done.
Yes.
And I was like, God, imagine putting your life at the risk because like a fictional character. I understand. Like if there's any show that's actually just gonna like make you become a better person, like make you become fucking so unselfish to just like jump in front of a fucking knife.
Yeah, but like just
It's this.
imagine the
It's this.
interview.
What the fuck are you talking about? Like you do not.
Just imagine. That would be my favorite thing ever.
No, but that interview doesn't understand how right that person is.
I completely
Like she
agree.
does, or they. I don't even know who was
Yeah, it
interviewing,
doesn't
but like
matter.
they do not understand that. Like that is so. I understand completely. I understand fucking completely. And I remember us saying in episode 1 or episode 2 when they were mentioning Himmel and everyone else, and us being like, we will never remember the names.
We'll never forget. Even though Aizen,
But that's fucking difficult.
even though
It's
Aizen
fucking difficult.
is
Haitani Nazen. God, that's fucking difficult.
because Himmel took all the glory.
It's like, yes, Himmel and the heroes. You know what I mean? Like, Himmel's group of heroes.
Yes.
I don't think any of you mind, like, him taking credit. Because, like, he's the one that, like, did force all of you, apparently, to, like,
yeah.
do the small things.
Yeah.
But, like,
But
the way that
but
I didn't
technically
understand-
now Hayton and Aizen are the reason why our girl is on this journey and while we get to experience everything. So like we should be more grateful to them.
I
You know
am
what I mean?
as grateful as I can possibly fucking be.
Literally.
Because, like, they raised my 2 children as well.
Yes.
Like, I could not be more grateful if I fucking tried.
I adore them.
Again, I don't, like, I really got to go back and watch, like, our beginning reactions. How we did not know.
I honestly, part
did
of me
not
wants to
know.
watch those
No,
reactions.
literally, like I did not know what I was about to embark on. You know what I mean?
Had no idea, honestly.
Like, not even a fucking clue what I
Yeah.
was about to embark on.
I don't know. Somehow Frieren Beyond Journey's End to me sounded like battles. Plot. That is how it sounded. Like, because like you read that it's about life. So
Yeah.
like you did go into it thinking, I read nothing. I just first time hearing, you know, when you hear some show was amazing, just like first season, I really expected completely the opposite.
And look at this.
So,
Like, the literally most life-changing show.
guys, what can we tell you?
I have loved it.
And I
am forever changed by it.
I cannot wait for season 2.
And we will wait however long it fucking takes. It's gonna be a mere 2 years maybe.
I don't expect more than 2 years. I don't know why.
Oh, well,
It's already confirmed.
Yes,
It's
and,
very
like,
popular. I
he
feel like
started
people.
working
Yes.
on it.
Yes.
It's also not Mappa, right? So like,
yeah, it's not.
please.
I feel like it's gonna
Please.
happen sooner than we
Rather
expect.
than later.
Honestly.
God. And whenever it comes, I'm ready to be healed again.
Like I told you, like now we are not gonna have it for some time, and then we're gonna need it again. It's
No,
gonna
literally,
come
like, when I-
in the exact moment when we need it, just like this time.
Legitimately, like when I ever need to pick me up and playing one episode.
Yeah.
Like literally,
Whichever
like
one.
Like a box of chocolates.
Yeah.
You know, just like savor each and every single one. Just
Yeah.
like play a random one.
Not just like episode. You can play the arc.
Yeah.
It has like just like few episodes
Yeah.
arc that's like hour and a half, and you're healed.
I'm so excited. No, literally, until season 2 comes, I'm gonna force people to sit down and watch. Like fucking force them.
And say, well, when they ask what it's about, oh my god, so much bells.
No,
So much bells. It's so fun. You cannot.
I'm gonna like call people for like a baby shower for a baby that I do not have nor plan on have. Be like, party, sit down, fucking play. Press play. You're locked in my house and you're not leaving until you understand.
But like, why didn't you just like for my birthday? Why did you say like?
I don't know. I thought
for
it was
baby shower for the baby that I have.
Well, I thought it was supposed to be something like more important, you know, because like birthday,
But
like
people didn't come to your birthday.
well, yeah, but like I thought like you have to come to a baby shower. I don't know. Like, I thought it was more important than my birthday, you know. I don't know. I went with that. I was like engagement.
Honestly,
party
I
or
was
something.
so fucking confused where it was going when you started for my baby, and even more confused when you finished the sentence.
I think I am dehydrated from all the tears, so maybe we should stop this now.
Okay, guys,
Thank you so much.
we have
for
to stop
watching.
at one point. We have to finish this at one point. So
Thank you so much for watching No One Cry, because it's gonna be embarrassing when we meet again. When we met again. Like, you know, like he's saying that we're not a crying type, and at that point I can't even read. I am not able to read because the tears are just overwhelming me. We're not a crying kind. Maybe you're not. Maybe you're not. Yes. Me, I am.
okay,
That's
guys, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you soon.
Not
Bye.
soon. Bye.